Alright, y'all, I apologize. Somehow that video stopped recording, so here it is. Part 2 of the enclosure set up for my pumpkin patch, tarantula, which I believe is a you know what, I'm not even going to try it. It's a pumpkin patch tarantula. Really bad at Latin. Anyway, I've got some, if you've watched part 1, I've got some clay balls down here at the bottom. This is a piece of choya that I was blessed with, and I've got some pre-mixed soil over here of a few different things that I've mixed together. Some hardwood leaves, specifically oak leaf from the Galapagos, and then some coconut fiber and some terrarium, and some charcoal, some activated charcoal with some springtail eggs and springtails in it. So, let's get back to it, shall we? So what we got to do here is try to get this without, covering the choya. But we want the choya to be done at the bottom. I want the choya. I shouldn't say we. I want the choya to be done at the bottom because it would look the most, natural that way. I want this to feel like a natural environment to the spider. Tarantula, whatever. They're not true spiders. Okay. Well, whatever. That's all I gotta say about that. I'm trying to pack it in the corner here, around the side. Sorry, I know y'all can't see that. But I know spiders and I go where they can go, so trying to eliminate that by just filling the voids with dirt. I mean, I could have avoided this by putting the dirt in there first, but I want the choy to be at the bottom, you know what I mean? So. Packed. It's pushed down a little bit. It's not packed. It's still pretty light on top. Ooh, that scratching sound is painful to the ears. All right. There we go. Now this spider, as it gets older, is more interested in webbing with a slight tunneling preferences. From what I've heard, again, from Richard at Tarantula Collective, that's what he says. They tend to be more, and that's what the internet everywhere says, so I'm guessing all the research on them. They tend to be more arboreal as they age, and less for the ground. Fossorial, which is why I call them fossorial. I'm not sure if I'm accurate when I say that, but I think they are, because if you prefer the ground and the air, wouldn't that make you fossorial? Anyway, Logan's ramblings. So here we go. Putting this together here. I think that's good on the soil. Maybe, yeah, it's pretty good on the soil. Then what we got is a smidge of the star moss we're going to use. Spray it down first, just to, because it's been sitting in a plastic bag, so obviously it's bone dry. That's how they shipped it. Okay, so take this guy, and I think this is going to be a good spot for it right here. All right. That's there. And we we got a little magnolia pod we're gonna put in here for the isopods. We'll get in here in a little bit. Been waiting on them to come in the mail, so we just gotta wait. But isopods that we're gonna go in here in a little bit. And I've already got springtails in there, like I said, but I've also got a culture that's breeding more springtails at the moment. So as soon as those fellas are ready to put in here, I will be putting more in here because there's not a lot in here right now. But there's chunks of activated carbon in here, or charcoal or whatever, all up in the soil. All right, now I think that is going to suffice. Let me see if I can't bring this down again. I apologize. Bear with me, crude camera skills. I'm a Marine, not a camera guy. I know Marines can be camera guys, but I'm not one. All right. This is going to be the home for my pumpkin patch tarantula. A little bit of leaf litter to put on top there still, but that's going to be the home. We're going to take a look a little bit further out. Oh, God, no, that is terrible. I apologize. That was painful for my ears too. I like the way we trim that cholla though, because now we got a little bit right here. We've got a bunch over here, so it's got a lot of area to climb in. Sorry, the mist, you can't see it there, but it's got a lot of area to climb. That can web. Get that off the glass if we can. Yeah, cool. I can web everywhere up there by getting access to it. Seems like a perfect size forever home for my little buddy, Yub Nub. Now, all we got left is to christen. Oh, sorry, I forgot. We got the water container. Okay, I'm gonna put this in here somewhere. I think over here by the cholla will probably be good. All right, and then we got, hold on, we gotta christen the container, right? Yub Nub. So I'll put the lid on here. It goes one direction. Oof, man, those magnets are tight, aren't they? It goes one direction, because it's got a little floppy do, okay? And I'm gonna put Yub Nub's name, I think up here, so I don't block any of this. Gotta put it down here. Yeah, fuck it. We'll put it down there. Can you see that? Nah, I like it better. I like it better up here. We'll put it right. Cool. Looks good up there. Old Yub Nub. All right. Yub Nub's house for my pumpkin patch tarantula. Don't worry, extra soil won't go to waste. We still have another build for the red rump to do when my son buys the enclosure. All right. Thanks for tuning in, y'all. Have a wonderful day.